Okay, let me know when.
Okay, yeah, you can start by giving us that introduction again.
Oh really? We're actually going to use that? Hi, my name's Mike Moss. I'm the head of sixth form at Tenby International School, set at Eco Park. I've been here for about 7 years now, but I've been in Malaysia for quite a few years more than that, and I very much enjoy teaching at this place.
Alright, you can go ahead and open the questions.
Thank you. Big drum roll in the background. Okay, here we go. So why do you teach? Pretty big question, that one, pretty big question. I teach because I enjoy helping other people to develop their own skills, their own knowledge, their own understanding, their own education. And it's something which I really enjoy as well, and still do after doing this for more years than I want to mention. How did I get here? This morning I got here by car. In terms of getting to Malaysia, I applied for a job in Malaysia in 1997 originally, and it was for a 2-year contract as a teacher. I was offered the job and came out here in 1997, and I'm basically still here. Give or take a couple of years here and there, I've been in here ever since, and still really enjoy being here and find it a really fulfilling, fun, vibrant place to be. How would you describe your teaching style or outlook on life when you started teaching, and have there been any differences since then? I'm a strong believer in teaching being something which is engaging for students, where students, if at all possible, enjoy what they're doing, enjoy the lessons, the content, the learning, and I think that's really important. And the more that students can enjoy their lessons whilst they're learning, then I think it's a win-win for everyone. There have been quite a few studies about this, and students who are positive in their learning are generally the ones who learn best and learn the fastest. So I like to give students, where possible, some control over what they're learning and how they're learning it. Of course, that isn't always possible, but wherever possible, I'd like to do that. And to basically keep things fun, interesting, and enjoyable for everyone involved, myself and for the students, of course. Have there been any differences since then? Not really, no. I've learned a lot. I think I've progressed and developed a lot as a teacher, and I think I'm a better teacher now than I was when I got out here. I'd had 3 or 4 years teaching experience before coming out to Malaysia, back in the UK. But I think the same philosophy, the same kind of outlook on teaching is still there. And that's something which hopefully is something which will continue in the future. What are my responsibilities as head of sixth form? All sorts of different things, multifaceted responsibilities. Everything from academic attainment to individual student pastoral well-being, to liaison with staff, to curriculum development, to facilities development, to marketing, all sorts of different areas. It's a really, really wide-ranging job, and something which I get a lot of enjoyment out of. It's tough at times, it's very, very busy at times, but it's something which is overall a really interesting and fulfilling job to do. And every day I come to work and enjoy coming to work every day, pretty much all the way through the year without fail. And that's something which I think is pretty important in life generally. What makes the A-Level experience at Tenby unique? The A-Level experience at Tenby is something which I think does stand out for a variety of different reasons. It's very much about the individual. The class sizes are small, the level of attention and support from teachers is very big, and each student can go on their own pathway and take their education in the direction which suits them. And that's something which is pretty difficult to find these days, particularly with large institutions that have very large class sizes. As well as that, I think the Tenby family feel is something which also pervades sixth form as well. The sixth form have their own community, they have their own place, their own centre within the school, and that's really important as well. So they have their own identity within the school, and they drive change in the school as well, which I think is another really unique aspect of Tenby. The sixth form leaders are pivotal in making the school a better place, and they have a lot of influence and a lot of say in how that happens, and that's something we're really proud of here. Could you tell us your daily routine? Yeah, I get up very early before it's daylight every day, and have done for too many years, and get to school normally about 6:45, check my emails first thing in the morning, then often there's duties to do, and then say hi to good morning to students on the way in for registration, and then a mixture of teaching and head of sixth form work throughout most of the rest of the day. Every day is busy, every day is different, and sometimes days are very unpredictable as well, and that all makes it interesting, although sometimes quite stressful. What do I do in my free time? I play golf, I watch quite a lot of sport, I go skiing when that's available and when that's possible, which hasn't been so much for the last couple of years. I exercise, both in the gym and go out for walks and stuff like that as well. I read a lot, funnily enough, as an English teacher. I do a lot of reading, a wide variety of different literature from lots of different genres and times, historical time periods. So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that mental challenge, and I find it very interesting to do that. I also watch things like YouTube clips on do-it-yourself projects, on minor engineering fabrication projects, things like that. I find those quite interesting. In another life, maybe I would have gone down that kind of more hands-on, creating things with your hands kind of role. Maybe not in engineering, but certainly maybe in fabrication, woodwork, furniture, I don't know, something like that maybe. So that's something I have a real interest in. And it's nice to sort of watch other people making some amazing things and creating some amazing things and wishing that maybe I could do the same. I probably couldn't. What's your most memorable experience at Tenby Sixth Form in the past year? There's so many experiences, so many different memories. Daily memories are being created. I suppose one which would stand out really would be the leaving ceremony, award ceremony for last year's Year 13. They're always standout occasions, and it's bittersweet. It's really amazing to watch them grow and develop and succeed in the time at Tenby Sixth Form, but also it's really quite sad sometimes to see them go. And so it's tinged with a little bit of sadness, but also with a lot of positivity that they're moving on, having developed their own personal skill set, their own academic skill set and ability and attainment, and moving on to wonderful things all around the world. So there's a real sense of satisfaction and pride that they're going on to great things elsewhere, tinged with sadness that they are leaving Tenby Sixth Form. So that's probably one of my greatest memories, most memorable experiences of the last year or so. Having lived in Malaysia, is there anything that you miss from back home? Originally, I'm from the UK. What do I miss about the UK? I don't miss the weather very much. Very occasionally, I miss being cold or having like cold, windy, rainy days, but that's very, very rare. And I think I'd be very, very tired of that within probably about an hour. So other things I do miss occasionally, the occasional fish and chips, which I would have not very often, but every now and then. That kind of thing I miss a little bit, but not enough to make me go back. Other than that, not a great deal. I really enjoy being in Malaysia. And yeah, there's not a lot that I really miss about the UK compared to living here. If you had a theme song, what would it be and how does it express you? Good question. I would say something like Robbie Williams' Better Man. Probably because the lyrics, I think, in some ways kind of resonate with me. If you haven't listened to the song, do listen and see if you can work out why they work for me. But the idea of someone getting older, but always striving to be better than they are now, trying to improve themselves, and that's part of life, and that's something we all go through. And there's always an opportunity to improve and to grow and to learn more from where you are at the moment. So I think in many ways that song kind of does have some, resonates with me quite well. Have a listen and see what you think. And there you go. There's all the questions. I hope you find them useful. I hope it gives you a little bit of an insight into me and my role and what I do. And there you go. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Well, that was one take.
How good a take it was, of course, is a different matter, but yeah, hopefully. I can do that.
Okay, great. Oh, there's a centipede, right? There's a millipede right here.
No, Sean.
There is. Let me just get out of it.
Free, no extra charge.
Get out of it.
I have a fear of worms.
I'm not a big fan of
My
ants.
finger, so we'll just leave it there.
This is the point where you said, oh, hang on a minute, we didn't record it. Yeah?
It better be.
Yeah, I hope so.